Good morning, Rams fans. I'm Sheriff Joe Baggs. This is Tuna and the Sheriff. Tuna's dealing with some tech issues right now, so he'll be in shortly. Maybe he's here right now, dude. He didn't even give me a chance to say all the things I wanted to say before I wanted to bring him in. What the heck, dude? All right, so this is Tuna and the Sheriff, and we got a big old football game going on this weekend. Lions coming to town. I believe Tunes will be there for this one if you're going to be there as well. Make sure you share pictures and stuff, dude. I'll absolutely love that stuff. And I'm not going to any games this year, so I'm a little bit of a sad boy. That being said, though, time bringing Tuna. What's up, dude? Oh, you're silent. That's cool. So we're just gonna. Oh, what was that word that you just yelled? I didn't catch that. I did. Oh, that's funny. Tuna's doing great over there. I could actually just move your mouth, man, and I'll talk for you. Hey, my name's Tuna, and I'm a bit of a bummer. That's all right. Yeah, I don't know what to do. That's all I had prepared. So thanks for hanging out. I'm just kidding. So obviously, major football game going on this weekend. If you want a little bit of another version of a game preview as well, I was actually on the Talking Grit podcast with some Lions dudes. Absolutely awesome fellas. Those guys are great. And not big into just ripping your team apart kind of thing. Just enjoying talking some balls. So Talking Grits, I was on that show. Check that out. Links will be shared on Ram Showcase socials and all that stuff. But of course, this game, I think the major gist of this game, and just the overarching theme of this, is that the Rams are trying to keep the number one seed right now. And there is certainly no guarantee that that's going to be the case, especially when you have two really tough games in just a couple of days. That's going to be a tough fight. You know what I mean? But the Rams are certainly a great team. They can absolutely be in position to take that number one seed and keep that spot. But then you also have a team like the Detroit Lions, who they can absolutely, obviously they're a good football team, but fighting for this right now. They're sitting on the side of the picture, and they're going to make it. That probably means a team such as the Bears or the Niners don't make it. So the Lions kind of need a little bit of help to still be able to wiggle into the picture. But I do think that I want to say they control their own destiny still, because of the they may play the Bears. Actually, let me see if I can just pull up this this page here. We can kind of talk about it while we wait for Tuna to figure it out. He's not. He's still not here. Let's see here. So we're gonna go here. So Lions do control their own destiny. I'll see if I can pull this up here. I don't do this very often, so bear with me. All right, so yeah, what we're looking at here, this is just the NFC playoff picture. Obviously, the Rams, you see here, we got a 51% chance to make the number one seed right now, 24% chance at the 5 seed, just 1% chance to miss the playoffs. But you look down here at the Lions, who the Rams are facing, they're probably not going to be a division winner. As you can see there, their chances are just kind of low. But 17% chance to get the 7 seed. That's a pretty low. 69% chance of missing the playoffs entirely for the Detroit Lions. So obviously they really need to they have to win this game. It's kind of critical for them to win this game. Just trying to see if Tuna's back. And then let me see here. So if we got a what if in here. So if the Lions lose their next game to the Rams, that they no longer control their own destiny. That's what the green means. That they can control their own destiny. So, losing to the Rams brings them fairly down as far as their chances to make the playoffs. So we're going to get a desperate team, kind of what I'm saying here. And basically, too, what I'm looking at when it comes to the playoff picture and stuff like that, it's because we're getting a desperate team that's trying to make the playoffs, just like we did against Carolina, who, guess what? If they win, they are in the lead of that division. So are we bummed out now still? Are we still super angry and upset that we lost to the Panthers, even though they might be leading that division by Sunday? I don't know if we can be that upset. Speaking of being upset, what's up, dude?
Don't test me. Don't test me. Don't test me. All right. So the problem is my setup, for whatever reason, unless I start my computer from shut down to this is the first thing I do, it just switches defaults. Like the minute I open this app, it's like, nope, you're using this as a microphone. I don't even have that thing as a microphone. So, all right, we're back. We're here.
StreamYard is the only one where it's like what is that device? And it's like the same one I've used every friggin' time, dude. God.
Nope. StreamYard's like, you're not using that mic that you always use. Not today.
I was on a show yesterday with some Lions fellas, the Talking Grit podcast, and they used a different service that I don't remember the name of right now. I think I'm going to switch. It was very good.
What? You're hanging out with the ops now? The ops do cool shit. Now you want to hang out with them?
These guys are cool, man. It was a good time, man. But
wow, trader.
Brett's got a really good question in here. Is 10-3 good? Unfortunately, Brett, no, it is terrible. If you look at the reaction to Rams fans or from Rams fans, it's not very good. I was just saying that though, by the way, we're talking about playoff percentages and stuff. That the Panthers win this weekend and they're leading that division. Do we still retroactively look at that loss and say, well, we blew it? Yeah. Season's over. We lost to a division leader. So we suck.
It's not looking that bad no more, is it?
In a situation where we spotted them 7 and took 7 away from ourselves, that should have been really like a 35-24 game. But we just did some things that weren't characteristic for us, standard. And
how about our babysitter of that draft pick last night? How about them coming away with that win last night? That was crazy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Did you watch that though? Did you watch it?
Yeah. Crazy. It's so crazy to think that I feel like Mike Evans just had like an okay, like he's like a whatever day, but he like crushed it. It's like, that's so crazy, man.
He's like, I came back for he's all angry. I came back for this shit. This is what I came back for.
He is absolutely incredible. We still got people in here that are gonna say that apparently in our comment section that that loss was still terrible to Carolina. And sure. Shouldn't have lost that game. Shouldn't have lost the Philly game. Shouldn't have lost the Niners game. But you're not going to win every game. And honestly, I feel like the stress level we would all be feeling if the Rams were undefeated right now would be so high. We would all be like,
it's
like an extra. It's an extra level of pressure that I don't really think I want.
There is something. Think about the Steelers a few years ago, one of Big Ben's last years when they were like 9-0, 10-0. Like you knew they weren't that good. It's like you watched them play. And it's just like this weird pressure. The difference is the Rams are really good. If they were 10-0, 11-0, there's like just an extra drama to it. There's just like extra nonsense. I just think back to the Patriots here, where it's like you just kind of felt like they were going to go undefeated because they were just that damn good. But anyways, we know what is that damn good. Both of these offenses.
Straight up, dude. Not even a lie, man. Yeah, obviously the yards are there. The points are there. This is efficiency. I actually gave my bold prediction on that show yesterday. It was something I just kind of thought of in the moment. Was my prediction is that this is going to be the highest scoring game of the NFL season.
It has the potential for it. Unless like the numbers show that, unless both defenses just make it messy and ugly. Unless we get another Seahawks game where just, the offense just isn't clicking on both sides. But just looking at the box scores from both team seasons, there's a reason why Detroit isn't the number one scoring offense. We'll talk about 2 of those weapons here in a minute. But just this is the best offense the Rams will face all season. No shade at the Seahawks, but I'm going to trust Jared Goff and Jahmyr Gibbs a lot more than I'm going to trust Sam Darnold and Kenneth Walker any day. So, thoughts on what you're seeing numbers-wise?
Thoughts on your comment right there real quick. I think it's probably closer between those 2 pairings than you're giving it credit for. I think there's a lot of talent in both of those pairings. So, either way.
A lot of talent, but Jared has shown he can actually win a postseason game. Sam Darnold, like I got – until you show me, I don't believe it.
That's absolutely fair. Yeah. So obviously points are the biggest thing that jumps out to me when it comes to this, and the giveaways too. I mean, obviously they don't put the ball in danger, the Detroit Lions, and they can score, man. So it's kind of funny. Those are like the things that the Rams are good at is not giving up points and just and taking the ball away. So it's there's so many different aspects. I talked about it on Ram Showcase this week. There is so many different individual matchups where it's unstoppable force meets immovable object. And that matchup happens in like 7 different areas in this game. And that's just another one. The Rams defense going against that powerful Detroit offense, but individually too, there's a lot of individual matchups there. But points are the biggest thing that jump out to me. And then I think that the Rams will be able to pass on Detroit, but we'll see if that's a vice versa thing too. I don't know.
No, Brian Branch. Kirby
Yeah.
Joseph did not practice yesterday after practicing on Wednesday. So who knows? He may be a game time decision. I did like what JB said on Between the Horns, that this may be a game where it's not so much about like stopping the offense, because if both offenses are clicking, like there's what maybe Houston's defense, just because their secondary is legitimately that good. This may be a game where you're just hoping, which defense can get one more possession, which defense can hold to more field goals. Because this may be a game where if you're holding your breath and hoping for, oh man, we're not getting 5 sacks. Like, oh man, how come we're letting them get 300 yards in the air? It might be that kind of game. It might be the game where you need Matthew Stafford to just be better than Jared Goff. And I'm here for it. Like, if you tell me Matthew Stafford has to be better than the opposing quarterback to win the game, I'd bet my life savings on it 10 times out of 10. Like, I'm willing to take that risk. That's okay.
Yeah, I like it, man. I also just think that, there's one of the situations. This is one of those games where I feel like there's going to be at least a certain percentage of people that exit this game with something to complain about, no matter what the score is. I think that my intentions here are just very much
just win.
Just win. Yeah, just have more points than them by the end, and nothing else matters.
Oh yeah, like this week and Seahawks game are just playoff games. I don't care if it's 3-2. I don't care if it's 50-55. Just win. Like, that's all that matters. Just win.
Yeah, no one ever brings up that Rams Chiefs game from 2018 and is like, freaking gave up 51. That's ridiculous. Like, no one
losers.
Yeah, no one says that. It just get more points than them, dude. That's the thing. That's the name of the game.
Losers. This guy though. This guy contributes a lot to their offense.
Sure
I talked about him in our piece yesterday. Matchups that matter. I don't know if there's a single player on the defense that can stop him. This would be like the Quentin Lake game for like the Amon-Ra piece, a little bit of this piece because he is flexible in the run game. I'm not so much worried about between the tackles. Like, I know Puna Ford and Nate Landman will kind of handle between the tackles. That's more David Montgomery's deal, like just pound the rock. But if you get this guy getting open field, like, it'll be a long day.
He splits out wide, man. Like, he splits out wide. We're gonna see like Akello manned up on Gibbs. Like, that's gonna happen.
That's scary. Even if he's not running routes, like they kind of, what I've seen is if you're gonna press him, like, okay, they're willing to let him run routes. Like, he'll run a slant, he'll run a go. But then if you're gonna play off, like if they anticipate you'll play off, they'll just throw a quick bubble screen, and now you're dealing with him on the sideline with blockers. That's why he's got these numbers. Like, he should get Offensive Player of the Year votes. He is very good.
Yeah, absolutely he is. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I mean, you almost got to guess right. And then even then, you may not ever be able to guess right because pre-snap checks, you know what I mean? So it could be one of those situations where I think that we see the Rams, if I had to guess, just based on knowing this team, knowing Chris Shula, knowing our history and stuff like that, if I had to guess, we'll probably play him off and then know that if he just, the ball snapped and he just turns to the quarterback, attack the hell out of it, man. You'll probably see, like, if he's manned up on the outside with Akello, and you see that quick little stop, you probably see somebody like Cam Curl rocketing in from the middle of the field to try to close that a little bit. So, yeah, it's and that's the thing too, is that, like, if you press him, then he's got the ability to off press and then just take off, dude. So, and with Quentin Lake being out, I think you're absolutely right. This is like, they said it on Between the Horns too. Like, this is the most modern football kind of matchup if Quentin Lake was playing, of like an Amon-Ra in the slot going against Quentin Lake and Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, it's modern football at its finest, man. And it sucks for missing Lake for sure, but we still got a whole bunch of playmakers all over this defense, man. So I still feel like we can do at least enough to let our offense outscore Detroit.
Yeah, that's a good point. You still got Tank McCullough. You still got Cam Kinchens, Cam Curl. I think the weight of this matchup is going to be more on them because I'm sorry if we're putting Omar Speights and Nate Landman, the coverage of Jahmyr Gibbs, like we got a problem. Like we need to communicate a little bit better. Let's not do that. Speed wise, they're just not a match for that one. But yeah, like that.
That's pretty slick, man. Pretty slick.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, that's got some primetime vibes, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is what everyone wants to talk about, right?
It is. It's unfortunate because I'm pretty over it. I think we're at the point now where it's no longer former Rams quarterback Jared Goff. It's Lions quarterback Jared Goff. It's no longer former Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford. It is Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford. So I'm pretty tired of it myself. It's been years, and Jared Goff has officially played in more games as a Lion than he ever did as a Ram. So I think we can put it behind us a little.
Oh,
yeah, he has.
I wrote what was my opening? What did I say? I said, everyone, they still ask this damn question every time they even get close to proximity to each other. In the playoffs or any conversations, it's how does Matthew feel? Does Jared Goff miss McVay? It's the same way. Yeah. Like you broke up with the next 5 years ago, and then they keep asking you, do you still dream about her? Like stop. Like I got other shit going on.
Because that's the thing is that Jared Goff is the one that's still like, yeah, I do. Because he's on quarterbacks a couple years ago, and everybody being like, they just
come on.
Me. It's like, shut up, dude.
Like, man, the city.
They love you, dude. Stop talking about
you.
You're married with children. Stop talking about us. Stop talking about your ex, man.
Like, dude, I've seen the with the quarterback documentary last year. Like, I've seen your wife, man. Like, move on. You're good. Like, the city chants your name every chance they get. You're okay. Man. You're
Get
good.
Out.
But
yeah, so anyway.
I forgot they played. By the time Sunday rolls around, it will have been 10 days. So that's why it says 10 days ago. I forgot they played Thursday. So they got extra rest. I guess the Rams do too, because they only played about 2.5 quarters of offense. Played pretty good. I mean, his stats are very similar, minus the extra 2 touchdowns that I was never good at math, but 9 is more than 16. It is.
Mine's greater than 16. I love that comment. That's
it is. It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Yeah. Just let it happen.
He played a clean game. Their offense, I think they won like 44-34 or something like that. Kind of put away Dallas's hopes in the postseason. I got nothing bad to say. I mean, we know what Jared Goff can do. He gave him a pocket. If their offense is clicking, if the weapons around him are where they need to be, Jared Goff is good enough where he'll look like an MVP. So yeah, it's up to the defense to make it messy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Jared Goff is certainly one of those quarterbacks who can do just about anything. He can put the ball anywhere. He's similar to the Matthew Stafford speed ratings. I would assume watching him kind of roll out is it's a little comical, just like watching our boy. But he's also shown as recently as this season that he can still get shaken up by some pressure. So. What I'm really curious to see is the amount of pressure and where it's coming from, the blitz percentages, stuff like that of what Shula tries to do to Jared Goff to kind of just, throw him off his spot. I feel like we see a lot of like show blitz and then random guys drop back into coverage and stuff like that. I feel like we see that a lot this week. That offensive line's no joke either, man. We got BY going against Seoul. I mean, that's a hell of a matchup, but you got to just trick them instead of just trying to go man on man with Detroit, because they're really good at doing that.
BY is good, man. He's shown an improved skill set. He's got better bend. He's a sack leader of the team. He's got 11 sacks. So I got faith he'll do something. And plus, they're delayed stunts. He does a really good job of teaming up with like Puna Ford and Kobe on timing those up to get free. So there's going to be a play where BY is barreling down the center of the offensive line. There'll be a gap there, like off a stunt. He'll crash off the right end, come barreling down the center. He'll get a sack or he'll force an incompletion. It'll happen at least once this game. But yeah, and then Stafford, obviously, just for comparison purposes, I didn't change that. All right, we're not looking at that. We're not looking at that because there's a bad logo. There's a bad logo. Yeah. We know what Stafford did.
Yeah. So also Matthew Stafford has done historically well against the Lions. So I mean, obviously we only have a smaller sample size to look at when it comes to that, but he's done well. And this year specifically, he's doing well in a lot of football games. So no reason to think that he wouldn't this week. But it does have the vibes of like, yeah, they've gotten us the last 2 times, man, in some very good games, in fairness. But those are like big situations, playoffs, and then week 1. I mean, that's big stuff. So to get the Lions again this time at SoFi in a situation where we're trying to fight for a number 1 seed, man, that's like my biggest storyline this week. We're trying to hold on to that number 1 seed because we're in a situation where we're either taking wild card weekend off or we're on the road. I mean, there's everything's available right now for the Rams. So you're going against a team that I think is going to be coming in pretty desperate because they're on the outside of the playoff picture and running out of runway to try to land this plane. So they need this game real bad. Their chances dwindle hard if they don't win out. So we're going to get a very good Lions team, and it would also be really nice for the Rams from our perspective to kind of put them to bed a little bit. They're not eliminated with a loss, but close if the Rams can pull this one out. So that would feel really good to do that to Detroit, a team that we've had some trouble with over the last few years.
Shut the damn door on them. That's what I was going to talk about. I think my biggest takeaway, I don't really care about the stats. I don't care about what teams have done before. It's more of a don't let them get momentum entering the fourth quarter. Because this team, the Dan Campbell mentality, the Jared Goff, like where he thrives on this team is you let, like, if they're down 14 and they get a big play and they score and then they get like a stop, like, dude, they're one of the unstoppable teams. Like, they believe in themselves arrogantly. Do not let them get momentum late in the game. You will get yourself in trouble and you will have a hard time scrapping back. The difference in this one, though, is they have not played this version of the Rams. Those past 2 seasons, you didn't have a Devontae Adams. You didn't have this version of Puka. You didn't have this version of the run game. To where I feel as long as McVay adopts what LaFleur did last week, because that was LaFleur calling the game, where he's like, all right, fine, we will stick with the run. I won't go away from it and do cute shit. Just stick with that. If they're playing light, attack it in the run, beat the hell out of them. And we've shown that they've been able to knock some monkeys off their backs this year by beating the hell out of the Niners. Like, they never do that. So it's a different year, different season.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week, going from last week to like compare anything this week, I can't do it. That Cardinals defense, after my rewatch too, it was like, oof, what was that game plan, man? Their game plan really felt like, just don't let them score 90. And that's like, it's like really what it felt like, of just kind of the way that the Rams were single blocking on the first level, duo blocking the linebackers, and then extending to safeties was like, all right, this is the NFL. Are you kidding me? This is an NFL defense we're doing this to? That's crazy. That's not going to happen this week. That's not going to happen. Detroit's too good for that.
I mean, they're not a perfect defense, and they are very hurt.
And that leads me to my bold prediction this week, is that I think Matthew Stafford throws for over 400.
Oh, that'd be lit.
I think he does. I think that the run game doesn't explode. I feel like we kind of I think it does well, but I think we do the 500 yards of total offense, but in a different way this week, not the same. I think the run game last week against Arizona was just, they were not doing anything to stop it. They were spread out real thin. It was bad. Rewatching that game too, it was like, dude, I would be firing my DC if I was the owner of the Cardinals right now. I'd be watching that game like, dude, you clearly don't know what you're doing. Get out of here. That was terrible.
Yeah, by the time that Blake Corum breakaway touchdown came, that was the like, oh, we gave up. That was a white flag. I as much as I want to say, yes, Stafford is, like, I'm all for it. I'll be the first one cheering for it, because that right there would solidify, like, okay, yeah, he's the MVP. Like, if he tossed for 400 yards in the game of the week that everyone's watching on a Sunday afternoon, yeah, absolutely. But I think it ends up being more balanced. I think when push comes to shove, you're going to get a lot of play action. You're going to get a pretty healthy dose where he's got like 230, 240 yards, 2 or 3 scores, and then a nice Kyron game. I think because you got to beat the hell out of them. You got to take the clock away too. Get into a shootout. As good as the Rams are, shootouts do leave you susceptible to more incompletions, more clock stoppage, giving this offense more opportunities because they are a very good offense too. So I would like to see the clock kind of run out a little bit. At least that's my thinking.
Fair enough. Do you have any bold predictions as far as any stats? Anybody who's going to light it up this week or anything?
Puka 160.
Puka 160. That plays into my Stafford 400.
Devontae. Yeah, I think it's like overwhelmingly for some reason. Just Puka has all like most of Stafford's yards, and Devontae Adams 2 touchdowns from within the 5, just to piss everybody off.
This is one of those interesting ones where it's like Detroit also, they remember playing Devontae a bunch. So I mean, it's like not like that city's a stranger to this fella scoring touchdowns on them. So that's good.
Yeah, he owns them. He's part owner with Aaron Rodgers.
That's the Bears. The Bears.
No, he owns the Lions too. He owns that whole North.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
With that being said, man, what about defense? Any big predictions on defense?
It's so hard for me. I have a bad one. I don't want to say. Do you want me to say the bad one?
I want you to say what's in your heart, Tuna.
I think Jahmyr Gibbs has like 150 total yards. I think.
That's not even that bad. If he does only 150, I feel okay about it, man. That kid is great. That's a scary one.
I think I said 165. I think he has like 165 all-purpose yards and a touchdown. He's just that good. But besides that, I think Emmanuel Forbes does really well on Jameson Williams. If he has that matchup, I think Emmanuel Forbes plays him well. Like it's right up his alley. He's the fastest guy on our team, fastest guy on their team. Let's see it. And then I guess we could do score prediction. We're at the end here.
Well, I want to go my defensive prediction.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Let me get a verse with a strip sack.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, yeah, score though. I'm feeling that obviously I feel points are going to happen in this game, and that's an easy prediction because these are two teams that score. The Rams though are good at not giving up points, so that's one of those situations where it's like, who's going to break, but ultimately I do think that we do see more points in this game. I'm going to go 44-31 Rams.
I went more conservative because of the balance. I think I go 31-23 Rams.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, and it's one of those two where both teams know that the other can score, so both teams may take longer drives. So it could drive the score down because both teams aren't just, shooting for the moon every snap. They're like, no, we can't give them the ball back. We need to have a 15-play drive, So it absolutely could wiggle its way into being like a 4-13 game because of limited possessions.
What you wiggling? What? Wiggle? Pause?
I don't know, man. What are we listing here? Do we fade off? Things you wiggle.
Things what?
Nothing.
Yeah, let's not do that. What do we say? Christmas movies.
Oh, Christmas Vacation, the best one.
Die Hard.
Good answer. Bad Santa.
Damn.
Love that one.
What's a good one?
So
it's a Christmas Story. Christmas Story.
Oh, lame.
What do you mean lame?
That's movie sucked. We got Ray and Thomas in Home Alone.
Him crashing out and beating the hell out of his bully. This shit was funny as hell.